Hello and welcome to my video. In this video we're going to look at one of the songs that I made and released 2 years ago. And we're going to do this because I want to listen to it again, and I would want to talk to you about what the song is about, first of all, and secondly, the thoughts that I put into the song. And I'm going to make this a series, so I'm going to post several videos where I go back and look at the songs that I released and talk about the songs. The first song that I'm going to talk about is Constructed, which is the first song on the album I released 2 years ago. The album called Detritus, and yeah, let's listen to it. Let's try and listen to it. Let's see. So it starts with the guitar and these kind of drums, which is actually also the guitar, just with tape on the strings. And then comes the vocals.
What does it mean to be a man? Nothing no more. Just
So let's talk about what I started singing. What does it mean? I start out by singing, what does it mean to be a man? Nothing no more, just be yourself. Norms are constructed and can be broken down. Be whoever you want. So what I'm actually trying to say here, what the message is, there is not really one answer to the question of what it means to be a man. Historically, it has been one thing, but today we are actually realizing, or many people are realizing, that what it means to be a man is just connected to norms, and these norms are constructed by ourselves through history. So therefore they can also be broken down if we analyze these norms and we work with ourselves to understand the norms, as of understanding what is necessity and what is not. So we can have an example where we say that it is a necessity that I have to be careful about what I say here, because I don't want to say something that is wrong, and sometimes I am wrong, because we're all just humans and we have our own perception of the world. So the perception I have of the world can be false, and is often false, as it is with everything. But as long as we always stay critic, but as long as we keep questioning our existence and our relation to truth and what is, then we can always change our perception. Like, you know, if you aren't open to being wrong, then if you're not open to being wrong, how can you ever realize that you actually are wrong? It is something we should talk about, because what it means to be a man also has to be, we have to accept other people's idea of what it means to be a man. If I take myself as an example, I grew up in the south of Denmark, where I felt like, I have to say that it's a lot of the time it's about what I feel like and not so much what it was, because I think that my perspective of the story is different from other person's perspective, because they saw the norms as necessities back then, whereas I saw these norms as something weird and something that I didn't really want to live by. These norms as when you're a man you have to do this and do that, and you have to like meet and you have to play football, and you have to do these different kind of things, like you have to be masculine, you have to look up to specific persons, and you can, for example, now I'm listening a lot to K-pop at the moment, because I feel like K-pop is something that is striving to be perfect in their way of making music. So now it is something that it's still actually something that I can't really be open about to everybody, because some people will think like, why the fuck is he listening to K-pop, because it's so girly, or it's something you do in the community. But I really don't care about what other people think, like these norms saying that we should listen to Danish music because we should support our own country, and like even the borders are norms. So it is something we can change, like the border between Denmark and Germany, where it should be. It has changed a lot of times over the last centuries, the last millennia. So like all these norms are something that we should actually be talking about. Oh, sorry, yeah, let's listen to more of the song actually.
Just be yourself. Norms are constructed and can be broken down. Be whoever you want. Be whoever you want. What does it mean to be a man? Nothing no more.
So I've tried to make this song give it like an eerie vibe, because it is sort of something that is quite sinister, because it means a lot to a lot of people. Like the suicide rates, if we have to be real here, are a lot worse for people in the community, and people with that doesn't both people that doesn't feel at home in their gender, but also people that are affected by the gender norms. So that's why I gave the song such an eerie vibe, because I feel like it's so important for us to actually be serious about this question of whether like what the difference is between sex and gender, and the difference in what you feel like and what you are, and even if these gender norms are something that we should remove, because a lot of people feel like it is something that we should remove, and a lot of other people say that we cannot remove it because it is also something that is biological, but it's not really something that we can know at the moment. So right now I think we should be open to the question, and this thing about masculinity and femininity, are these actually two poles of gender that are necessary, or is it something that is in our DNA, or is it actually something that was created by humans because it has had a purpose? And is this purpose that the genders or the sexes had back then, let's say 2,000 years ago, or let's say 10,000 years ago, are these gender norms still relevant for our society today? Or are these gender norms actually a hindrance in our society becoming the best possible version of itself? Because I feel like these gender norms have positive and negative aspects to them. Like the idea of two persons having a relationship is beautiful, but we don't need the gender norms for this to happen. Like, and then like I feel like you should write in the comments, like, can we have a discussion about this? Because I feel like it's quite an important issue, because I'm split and I'm torn too, because I do enjoy some of the aspects of being a man. But at the same time, these norms are also what makes me not want to be a man. Because I don't feel like I can actually live up to these norms. I know the norms are shifting and the norms are in a constant flux. They're they're not static. They're moving around. So I'm just split. Let's hear more of the song. I think it's just going to repeat itself now.
Are constructed and can be broken down. Be whoever you want. Be whoever you want. Be whoever you want.
So the song is really short, actually, but that is because I feel like some songs just shouldn't be that long. Like, if you make a short song and you're like, this is good, sometimes you should just say, maybe there shouldn't be more to it. Maybe I do get the message out that I'm trying to get out in this short song. And also, I feel like our society is going in a direction where short songs are actually something that people like. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, and that we can save for another video, but I feel like I get the message out. And also, it's the first song on the album, so it's good to have a short song first, because then it feels like an intro to the album. And I also feel like it is, because the album is called Detritus, and detritus means like biological trash, or trash made by humans. That's some definitions of it, at least. And so this album is revolves around the fact that humans are a virus, basically, or that we're at least destroying the planet, and that we it's about being a human, sort of. So that's why the intro is about the constructed. What is constructed? What is? It's actually about the split between nature and culture. Like, let's talk about nature and culture. But like, if you take an item or an object, and you would ask, is this nature or culture? It always depends on the perspective, because or the definitions of nature and culture, because with human eyes it seems like we make this difference between what is culture and what is nature, because we just say that, this is made by a human, so this is culture. This is nature because it wasn't touched by a human. And this is problematic in many ways. First of all, it is problematic because what hasn't humans touched in this world, or what is not affected by humans on planet Earth today? Like, if we take even the seas, or the bottoms of the sea, let's take the Mariana Trench. There must be plastic on the bottom because of humans. So is the environment in the Mariana Trench or any other place in the sea for that matter, is that actually untouched? Is it real nature, or is it affected by humans to such a degree that it is actually not nature anymore? Is everything, you could question whether everything in the world is actually culture. Of course not, let's say the stars that we can't reach yet. But even if we said we took a picture of Saturn or we took a picture of Uranus, then the picture that we're looking at is still culture. I know that that Uranus might not be culture, because then you would say no, that's actually nature. But if we look at it with like pessimistic eyes, then the only way you and I don't know if you have been to Uranus or Saturn or any other planet that hasn't been visited by humans, then can we really say that we have seen the nature of Saturn or Mars or whatever? Because it's actually just a picture, and the picture cannot be but culture, because culture is what is humanly created. But then we can flip the problem around and say, what about, because we say that our town, everything that the humans build is culture, because we cultivate the nature and we do something magical, apparently. Like we put ourselves on this pedestal and say that humans are actually they're superior to other beings. But what about the ant colony? Why is that not culture when they are actually making a colony out of dirt or whatever they make their colonies out of? Or let's say a beehive. Why is the beehive not actually culture? Because the bees take something and make it into, what can we call it, an organized society, just in a small scale. We could say this with all animals that make something, like animals that make tools. If a monkey takes a stone and cracks the crab or whatever, they like, if they use a stone to catch their food or to get to crash the shell of the turtle or something to get the meat, is that actually then a tool? Or the fact that some birds, big birds, I don't know if it's eagles or something like that, they catch the turtles and then they fly up in the air and then release the turtle so that the turtle's shell cracks. Even that, you might say, is some sort of technology, because they are teaching each other or learning in some way that if they do it like this, then they can get their food easier, or then they can actually get something to eat. So in that way, you can say that it's sort of but this again depends on the definition of technology. And I feel like technology is technology and nature. We can also call it culture and nature, but still these kind of things are really difficult to pinpoint or have like a specific answer to, because you could also say that everything is nature. Isn't humans, if we say that humans are just another animal, then everything that we make is nature at the same level as the beehive. Like, why is this room that I'm sitting in worth more? Why is this culture? And why is the beehive not? Or if we said that aliens would come to planet Earth, why would the aliens think that our buildings are something else than nature? Is it just because they're made out of metal? Why wouldn't the beehive be as, like, they make honey and stuff? If that is more precious to the aliens, we don't know the aliens. We don't know if aliens exist. But in this example, if aliens came to planet Earth, they would see everything as nature because it's new to them. They would say, oh, we haven't touched upon this, so it must be nature. Ergo, everything is nature. We could say that everything is nature. We could also say that some things are culture, but it's just very, very difficult to actually make this split between nature and culture. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but it's the same with the constructed about gender. What I'm trying to say with the song is actually just that it is important to be aware of constructed norms, especially with gender, but also with everything else. So tell me in the comments if you agree. Tell me if there's something you feel like you have a better answer to, or if you have an answer to something, some of the things that I've been talking about, then tell me. I would love to make another video where we can talk about it. And I am a philosopher, so the philosophy is very, very important to the way that I'm making music. But yeah, I think this video has been long enough now, so let's rearrange the, you can't say that. Let's meet in another video, and I hope you have a great day. Remember to like and I can't say that apparently. Remember to like and so that we can meet again. And go listen to my music on Spotify or whatever platform you're listening to music on. Bye.